Hello, people of the internet. Happy Saturday. Minnie, if I say hello, Minnie barks. It's so weird. So weird. Mind your own beeswax. So yes, it's Saturday. It is absolutely beautiful outside. The sun is shining. Harry's enjoying the sun and the heated bed. Minnie's doing snacking right now. So this might be a bit of a longer video. I always say that. They're always long. But you have to watch it because I have so many cool things to show you. So today I wanted to tell you about the time that I lived in Holland and worked at a flower shop there. So when I was 17, I left Kingston. I moved to Ottawa and went to Algonquin College for the florist program. Minnie? So took the florist program at Algonquin. It was a one-year program. And it was interesting because I had already been working with flowers for like 4 years by then. So I had a lot more experience with everybody else. And I remember helping my classmates perfect their bow making techniques and things. I have so many friends that are left over from that time period. A gaggle of florists, some who've gone on to open their own shops, some that are still working at shops. The thing about floristry is most people who get in it always stay in it. It's just even though it's a lot of hard work, it is so rewarding because you're literally giving joy to others as a profession. Like, that's what I do. So after school, I found out about an opportunity to do a 3-month apprenticeship in Holland. So I was 19 and I had slightly blue hair. My mom, Martha, she did not want me to go to another country with blue hair because she was like, what are they going to think of you? You can't just show up with blue hair. It's just hair, Mom. You know it's just hair. So I went with this slightly blue hair. It was like super bleach white hair, and then I had a bit of blue in it. So I ended up in Holland when I was 19. I used a travel agent. There was a travel agent, and I had to go to Heathrow Airport, and then I was there for 6 hours in the airport. And as soon as I got there, I was like, I need a bagel. Where am I going to get a bagel? Like, because I was living off bagels then, right? I was like, I need a bagel. So for 3 months, I had no bagels until I went to Amsterdam and I found a bakery there. And I wanted to buy 500 bagels. But the lady I was with was like, don't buy 500 bagels. So, 19, travel agent. I'm in Heathrow Airport for 6 hours. People are smoking everywhere. I'm smoking everywhere. There were police with big assault rifles walking around, which I found really unsettling. I lost my luggage, and that was interesting. Lost my luggage. When I got off the plane in Holland. I can't remember where now. And then I had to take a train somewhere. And then someone picked me up at the train station and brought me to the house that I was going to be staying in for a small period of time. And the house was about 200 years old. It was beautiful. The bathroom was all stone everywhere, and there was no window. There was just like a big opening that was like an opening that went outside. And the shower, the whole room was like a shower, and there was no window. It was just a big window with no window in it. It was really interesting. So the first night I got there, I fell down the stairs because their stairs are so narrow there. So I fell down the stairs. Ben and Pascal, who I worked for, sent me the most beautiful hand-tied bouquet that was waiting for me at my shop, at the house that I was going to be staying at for a little while. So that was just so interesting. And even that bouquet alone had stuff that I had never seen before, ever. So I stayed with these people. I can't remember their name now. I stayed with them for about a week or so, and then I went and I was living with 2 farmers, Heino and Ingrid, and it was a pig farm that I was living on, and they had both studied to be farmers in Canada for 4 years. So when they saw the advertisement looking for, to host a Canadian student, they took me in. They took me in because they really love Canada. Actually, I have a photo album here. And this is Yip and Yannicka. So that's Yannicka and that's Yip. I fell in love with these little people so much. They're kind of like Dick and Jane. My girlfriend sent me this. She found it in English. I had never seen it in English before. I also have a Yip and Yannicka tattoo. So, yeah. So that's Yip and Yannicka. And I imported this stuff. I brought so many Yip and Yannicka things back from Holland with me. Including this photo album. So I can show you a picture of the house that I lived in. So that is the house. Let's see, that's the house that I lived in for 3 months. And I think I have a picture of me and some of the pigs. So there I'm 19. And look at that little baby pig. Oh my gosh, they were so adorable. Oh, here's a good picture of me with all the pigs. Yeah, it was wild. So, yeah, it was wild. I did have a hard time though, living on the pig farm, because there were so many pigs, and it was the first farm I had ever lived on. And I'm the kind of person that wants to get out my satin ribbon and put bows on cows. Like, that's how I want to live my life. So the farming practices were not what I thought they would be. And I actually suffered from my first sort of major bout of depression when I was there. And I was quite sick, actually. And I didn't even know that it was depression that I had. But yeah, it's like I didn't even know what that was. So living on the pig farm was a little bit depressing. I was going in for a while to the barn and like singing songs to the pregnant pigs and their babies and things, and then I had to stop going because it became quite upsetting to me. Here's a picture of Ben. That was my boss. And then there's Pascal here. And Bobo the dog. So that's Pascal and that's Bobo. And then I think I'll just show you one more picture of me. Yeah, this is how I'm living my life fashion-wise. Okay. That other guy is Peter. He worked at the shop too. Look at my baggy jeans, my sweater, my white hair with the barrette, filling up all those buckets. We had so many flowers that we sold every week. It was as if it was Valentine's Day there every week. Like, the amount of stuff that we sold was crazy. And the different types of product that I had never seen before that you still don't even get here was amazing. And the flowers were so inexpensive. It was crazy. So crazy how inexpensive. I think a rose was like 90 cents. And yes, this was in 1998, but still, like, I can't even buy anything for 90 cents. Like, even now, a carnation is sometimes 80 cents wholesale. So, like, it was so inexpensive. So I did learn a lot when I was there. I didn't do too much traveling. I kind of stayed on the farm a little bit because, like I said, I was 19. There was no internet then. There was no internet, and I didn't know how to travel. Plus, I had the whole, like, serious depression situation happening, and I was kind of chicken. I didn't have a travel book. I didn't have the internet. I didn't know what to do either. Also, I had to ride a bicycle to work. Like, it was weird, and it was a long bike ride too. And I was there in November, December, and January. And it was a very gray time of year there. I didn't even bring a raincoat. I didn't even know what the weather was going to be like there. I had no raincoat. So I think the weather really affected me. And then living on the pig farm was kind of sad. And so I was like just riding my bike. I did ride my bike past this one flower shop, and I went in a couple times. Their entire floor was covered with mulch. So it was like walking into a woodland. It was so cool. But I don't know how they would be able to keep that clean. So, Yeah, so when I was there, I also went to Amsterdam a couple times, and I just went to every shop I could. I went to the Clock, which is the big auction in Aalsmeer, and actually, I just saw something pop up the other day about Aalsmeer, the actual clock, like the Dutch auction, the place of the world of flowers, is bigger than a country. I can't remember what country it was now, but it was bigger than a whole country. It's so big. When I went there, I took a wrong turn and I ended up in this other big warehouse, and there are people riding bicycles inside. It's so big. They're really riding bicycles inside just to get around. So I don't know what the heck gave me the idea last week that I should bust out a whole bunch of Dutch things in my store. I'm calling it Chartreuse Goes Dutch. But I was like, you know what? When you come into my store, you're kind of like, I am this brand. So you're coming in to experience like my life through flowers sort of thing. So I don't know what made me get this idea of doing the Dutch thing, but we're doing the Dutch thing now. So I have some different products to show you. Minnie, I'm going to put you down, okay? Okay. So I grabbed all of my shades of blue in paint as well, because blue is where it's at for Holland. And I am pretty sure that I actually did live in Holland in a previous life. And apparently, according to someone who is a previous life expert, I used to make my own butter and was very self-sufficient, which is interesting because I love butter. I love butter. It's so delicious. So it's interesting that I must have been there in a previous life. I also absolutely adore blue and white porcelain of any kind. Yeah, so I grabbed all my blue paint here. So this is Farm Fresh, Old 57. This is Mermaid Tail. This is Sea Glass. And then we have Petal Pusher, Prom Queen, Water Lily, Hay Sailor, and Blue Iris, and Bohemian Blue. So those are all my many shades of blue. How beautiful is that? All my paint people. So those are my blue. Okay. Then, to go with my Dutch theme, I have some pig planters. You might have seen this in my video where I had pink things last week. Okay? Got the pig planters. Then I have some amazing antiques here. So this is a hand-painted in Delft, Holland bowl. It's hand-painted. And then I have this, I have this other piece here. This is also hand-painted. Look at how absolutely exquisite that is. So this is a little pot here. That's hand painted. Then there is this thing. This is hand painted. This belonged to, so it's an antique. It belonged to a lady named Henrietta, and she had a huge collection, and I scored this. So this is actually an African violet pot. So you can see there's a hole there and on the other side as well, and that's where you put water. And then this piece comes out, and this part of it is not glazed, so it's porous porcelain. And you put African violets in here, and then you keep water in the bottom, and it just soaks the water up through the non-finished porcelain. So how beautiful is that? And it's hand painted. Now I have it in my store, and it's available. It's amazing. So the other thing I decided to do would be to bring in some confectionery, so my favorite Dutch treats. I didn't get any of the licorice because there's so much licorice available, and it's really an acquired taste, and I didn't know what to get, and it's really an acquired taste. On Christmas Eve when I was in Holland, I went to church, and someone gave me one of these licorice candies, and I was like, candy on the way to church? And we were walking, and I was like, yeah, I'll have some candy. I put this candy in my mouth. I had to spit it out wearing my church clothes. It was so crazy. Like, it's like salty, salty, salty. Like, there's so much different licorice, but I didn't want to get into that because it's just, I think you have to be Dutch to really love this kind of candy. So what I did bring in was these Wilhelmina Peppermints. So these are the most amazing peppermints you've ever tasted. Then I got speculas, which is a traditional Dutch windmill cookie. When I was in France, I got a millefeuille, which is like it's like a million papers, a million layers, which is traditional French pastry. But it had the speculas cream in it. It was a speculas millefeuille. Oh my gosh! So I have those, and they're really heavy, and they're so yummy. Then I have some stroop waffles. So these are so fun. What you do with these is you get a cup of coffee, okay? You got your cup of coffee or tea or hot chocolate, something hot. Then you place a cookie on the top of it. And these are made from two like waffle cookies. And inside is a syrup made from caramel and cinnamon. So you put the cookie on top of your cup, and then the hot drink, it heats up the stroop waffle and it reactivates the syrup, and it's like really warm and gooey and delicious. So I got those. Then I got some chocolate, and I don't even want to sell it because the display is too beautiful. So let's see here. There. Look at this. So these are like chocolate buttons, sort of. So it looks kind of like a button. These are really famous. Oh, there's Harry's foot, he's stretching. So these are really famous. They're made in the late 1800s. Not these ones, but originally this Drost chocolate brand is from the 1800s. And it's just a really delicious chocolate. Now I am a little worried because I thought to myself, if I get all of these chocolates in here, am I going to eat them all? I'm a little worried about eating all the chocolates, you know? So, yeah. So that's the Chartreuse Goes Dutch. The reason why I'm going Dutch. I'm open till 5 today. I do want to remind you to subscribe to my channel. If you make a comment, that's really helpful. Hit the notification button. And also, if you like anything here, I'm happy to send that out to you by mail. And yeah, also, I'm looking for a new assistant. And also, I am getting ready to produce an actual physical newsletter that will go out in the mail. So if you're interested in that, then please send me your address and name and everything. And back next week on Tuesday. I'm here today until 5. And I will check back in. And thanks to everyone for your support. It's been so busy. There's always new faces coming in here. Also, if you share my posts, that really helps me as well. And if you need to be barked at, you just come on in here and we can do barking at you, okay? Minnie, do you want to do barking? Hello? Hello? All right, have a great day, everyone. I'll check back in.